Hey Simmers, it's Erin. I play The Sims, and you are watching the next episode of the 100die Fundie Baby Challenge, a challenge in The Sims 4 where we take the 100 Baby Challenge to Weird Culty Fundie Church. Guys, Onyx has traveled all night. It is Monday at almost 10 a.m. The kids are late for school. I'm going to press play here. Onyx has traveled all night back from Tomarang. He is coming back with some of the gifts that he got, some mementos. Oh, yay, Limestone has learned to roll over to his tummy. Good job, buddy. Kiddos are heading off to school. I think they wanted to see Onyx back. It wasn't much of a welcome back, but you know, it's here. Y'all, we gotta talk. I gotta catch you up. Onyx is going off right now. He's had an eventful missionary trip. It is not the way that I thought that it was going to go. All truth be told. Oh, sir, what are you doing? He's going to go change his outfit. Yes, he is in his father and mother's house. Even though this worked for Tomarang, it does not work for Watcher Fundie Chestnut Ridge. So he's apparently going back to the same place out of the house to switch. He's also calling into school because this man has to age up today. His mission trip, guys, was, oh my gosh, so hard. Oh my goodness, his brother's coming. Great. Jasper also somehow hopped over to Tomarang to say hi, and I think is coming to say hello to us. So let's talk. Let's talk about it. Oh no, he took the tablet. I think Onyx is a changed man, you guys. Gone is the naive, sheltered, probably just sunny idea about everyone and everything. Onyx here now is a man who's traveled the world, who has really tried to make a difference in the way that he was taught and to think of as the most loving and best way to be to anyone. And he got it really kind of shoved back in his face. The missionary organization that he went over with was headed by a not so savory character, whom I am showing you now, Mr. Timothy Davis. Very much a Fundie, wants to bring the Fundie doctrine to, in Timothy's mind, the heathens of Tomarang. No respect for the culture. Rose Court started a food fight in the cafeteria, causing most of the students to join in. We're still cleaning it up. Oh my gosh, she should help clean. Unacceptable, punish her. Let's do it. That would absolutely be the Fundie's response to that. No disruption, especially from females here. So Onyx is introducing Limestone to Jasper. Jasper hasn't met Limestone. Aw, you guys. First visitor milestone unlocked. Good job, buddy. So Onyx came over with this group to really look and see if he wanted to be a missionary. All right, so Rose has school spelling bee. Rose Quartz made it to the final round, but this time she's never heard of the word she's supposed to spell. That is normal in her curriculum. Glancing around the room, Rose Quartz sees the class brainiac flashing her notebook with the word written neatly on it. Should she accept the help or give it her best guess? I think she's going to give it her best shot, especially since she just got punished for that food fight. She would be on her best behavior in trying to earn back the good graces of the authorities in the faculty and in her parents. Smart move. Rose Quartz knows not to trust hyper-competitive smart kids. She closes her eyes, blocks out the notebook, and guesses each letter slowly. Correct. Rose Quartz is the surprise winner. Okay, back to Onyx. Onyx had really quite life-changing things happen. Rather than have everybody assume the best of him and just take him at his word, there was a lot. Oh, this is one of the little girls he met overseas. So that's pretty cool. Rather than just have everybody take him at his word, assume the best of him and assume the best of what is being said in the symbol or their interpretation of what's being said in the symbol. He was met with a lot of resistance, and most of that was Timothy and his group's fault. They're really trying to stamp out, I think, the culture around them. They think of the Tomarani people as heathens, which is terrible and horrible, and the Tomarani people have had to deal with Timothy and this missionary group and their views of their culture with absolutely no effort to preserve it, respect it, nothing, just stamp it out. And they don't want anything to do with what Onyx and anyone that represents those ideas has to say. Absolutely none. He was also told that he was going to be cooking his own food and washing his own clothes. And Onyx got to do that. His host family was not Watcher Fundie. They have told Onyx in no uncertain terms that, you're a brother in the Watcher, but I am not your mother. And you have 2 working arms and 2 working legs, so use them. So that was that was an eye-opening experience for Onyx. He's never been met with so much suspicion in his life, and it brought up a lot of questions, but also I think it gave him a new perspective. So Onyx is seeing a need that he now knows is something that he shouldn't just take for granted that he doesn't have to do. When we all make a mess, we all help to clean it. So I think Onyx's worldview and family views are being challenged a little. It's just that little thing, right, that can help us all question anything. I don't think that he's questioning his faith, but I think he's questioning the application of faith. And he got to see a Watcherly couple who are not Fundie, who are married and happy. Maybe not happy with Onyx, but happy with each other. So he gets to figure out how to do that. So Onyx hasn't told his mom any of this. The kids are enough for her to keep up with now. Oh my goodness, it's Jasper. Look at him comforting his little brother. The boys are helping their mom, to be honest. The only girl in the house that could have helped mom with the kids is at school right now. It's a Monday, so she'll be at school for a little while. And the boys are helping, and to be honest, I think Jasper saw his brother helping out, and he's like, well, heck, I'm a dad. I could take care of the baby. That's fine. That's in my wheelhouse. And I don't think that Onyx is telling his mom about any of this. I think he's just going and doing it. He doesn't want the argument. He doesn't want to make her feel guilty or bad. He just wants to help her. And I think that he's probably questioning, he knows his dad works hard. There's no doubt about that. His dad is right now weeding in his jammies, just really trying to take care of everything. Oh, everyone's home from school. All right, so a B student, looks like C student. They all have school projects, so that's great. Fun. All right, kids. We actually have some birthdays to do today, you guys. Very excited about that. Onyx is one of them. I think we're actually going to have our good buddy friends over because Jill should age up as well. Onyx is grabbing himself some food. He's doing an acai bowl. He did get to enjoy quite a lot of the Tomarani food. I think he liked that quite a bit. Look how conflicted this man is. I will tell you, he's not conflicted about one thing, though. He wants to ask Jill to be his girlfriend. His time away, he did kind of connect with the other Fundie kids, but not as much as he would have liked to, and certainly no romantic interactions were had, but I do think that he has gotten some other friends. Oh, our buddy is asleep. Hi, Limestone. He's sleeping on his little tummy. Aw. So yeah, I mean, he was able to do some missionary work, help out the group, but I don't think it had the impact that Onyx would have liked it to. I had thought that Onyx was going to be a missionary, like lifelong. I don't think that that's it for him. He's probably a guy that just wants to live and let live. I think he loves his Watcher. I think that he loves the Sims that his Watcher can help. But I think he's seen just how damaging this faith can be to those who weren't raised in it. And I think that that's making massive questions. I really do. So I think Onyx is really appreciating being back in a familiar place with familiar thinking Sims, but at the same time, I think that he's also questioning whether the Fundie lifestyle is for him. He got to see Fundies live and not be very well received, and he can't blame the people of Tomarang. Onyx knows that he wouldn't like that either. So I don't think that he's going to be staying a Fundie. Most of our kids are not. And I didn't think that was going to happen either. But with a certain famous Fundie family, the Duggars, 9 of their kids at this point are old enough to move out, be in their own households, get married, what have you. And most of them have. Only 4 out of the 5 are confirmed to, not even confirmed to be IBLP at this point. They're just not confirmed to not be IBLP. So it's not a great rate. We are going to be doing a will they, won't they stay roll. And I think that it's pretty fair to keep that at 50-50. Our twins also have to age up today. Mom is going to be making some honey cakes. I think we're going to do as many of those as we can. And then we're going to invite the Lewises over, I think, to be able to celebrate with us. We need Jill to age up as well. And I think I'm going to let Leaf is wondering if I want to go over to his house and hang out. I would love to. I think Onyx doesn't know quite how he feels about Leaf. He knows that he loves Leaf. He knows that he misses Leaf. But I don't think he has a good answer for why Leaf has felt the way that he's felt. I don't even know if Onyx would be yet ready to grapple with whether he was going to be honoring Leaf's gender identity. But Onyx and Leaf have talked. In fact, Onyx got to talk with all of his siblings while he was on his mission trip. I think that's also contributing to this. So we're not going to visit right now because we are under our parents' roof. I shouldn't have even really answered, to be honest with you, but habits, I guess. So no, we're not going to, but Onyx is about to be an adult and move out and grow up. So we'll see. I think that Onyx is also a pretty honest sim. He would be loving about it, I think, but I think that he would sit down with mom and dad and probably level with them and talk with them and say, Mom and Dad, I really got shown some things, I believe, by the Watcher on this mission trip, and I love you and I love the way that we grew up, and I really love just all the effort that you went through to give me a good childhood and a good foundation. And what I'm going to do with that foundation is say thank you and maybe live my own life away from being a Watcher Fundie. Still a Watcherite, and I have you guys to thank for that, but I don't really think that this is the life for me. Aw, Onyx is just playing. He wants to have some fun. He wants to make sure his sister has some fun. They're going to get some dinner. Mom made watermelon salad. She knows that her boy loves this. And she just wanted to make something special for his first night back. Oh, it looks like Rose Quartz loves it and Onyx hates it. I'm sorry, buddy. Listen, it's vegetarian. You better be grateful that your mom catered to you. That is not what they are about in this house. Absolutely not. Mom is making another oh no. Mom is making another couple of if he repairs this, is he going to get shocked? I hope not. Handy's is at level 9. Okay, so he should be all right. He should be okay to repair that. It is getting to be about 8:30, so I'm going to have them just invite over the folks that I know that they need to. Let's see, I think Garnet is going to get put to bed by Onyx. He's actually going to read her to sleep. Oh, look at them. Aw. You know what? Jasper came over, so that's really awesome. I am loving that they're getting to see their family. This is the only kid that they're really allowed to talk to that has moved out. So it's really nice when they can have this time with them. So Jeff is here. I think Jill and their mom, and Jill and Jeff's mom is coming. This is going to be important that they say hi. Let's brighten his day a little. I think I'm actually going to make a group as well. Onyx has just seen Jill, and I think that he has something really pressing to tell her. He's been talking to her older brother and to her mom, and she, oh, yay, Limestone got to sleep through the night. Milestone unlocked. That's great. Okay, anywho, so Onyx has been talking to Jeff and has approached his parents. His parents have approached Jeff and Jill's mom and have said, hey, Onyx has really shared with us his intention to court your daughter. And we want to see if Jill is agreeable to that, if she would like that, and if he can formally ask to court her. And I think that it's a pretty enthusiastic yes from them. I think that Jeff likes Onyx. I think that Jeff has seen, oh no, Onyx, Onyx grow up. He knows that he's a sweet kid. I think that he's also seen their, that was a little probably forward for her. He just told her that she was his crush. Although maybe the game thinks that he's revealing a different crush to her. So I hope that's not it. Let's do a smooth recovery, sir. He's also going to apologize to her. I think Jeff has seen kind of the change that has happened in Onyx, that he's matured a little, that things haven't always gone his way at this point in his life, and he's had to figure out, what to do with that. And that, maybe he senses a little bit of a pullback. And I think they've had a good conversation about like, hey, you believe that I have to give you permission to date my sister. And if I'm going to do that, I need to know, because her expectation is this is going to be for marriage. I have to know that you're not going to stick her in the same lifestyle. And I think Onyx has been open that, hey, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be right now, but I don't think that the Fundie lifestyle is the lifestyle for me. Rose woke up specifically to watch Limestone's milestone. He stuck his foot in his mouth. Good job, baby boy. Onyx has picked up a gift for Jill. He's got her a pink tassel to say, hey, I learned a whole lot. And I met a lot of people, and I really couldn't stop thinking about you. I hope you feel the same way that I do, and I would really like to... Oh, she just gave him a rose. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're dating. Oh my gosh. I think this brought some things into focus for him. Look, they have the option to first kiss. They can't do that right now in front of their parents, but I am so happy for him. His mission trip went so rough. I can't even tell you, but he can blow her a kiss. He absolutely can. Let's stop talking with Jessica. Oh, I think Jessica's really liking this. Our parents are exhausted. They're going to bed. I think first we're going to age Jill up real quick because they got to get going. They got to get on their way. And then I think we can probably have Mr. Onyx blow out some candles as well. Oh, you're at the wrong way, sir. You're at the wrong way. Aw. So she has aged up. She's now a young adult. I'm missing it. Am I missing him blowing them out? He is. Okay, so Onyx aged up. Yay. He does have good manners. I would expect nothing less from Onyx. He's a very sensitive sim, sensitive to other people's needs. Let's see if we can randomize his tree. He's cheerful. Oh, buddy. Okay. I actually also want to get rid of this lazy trait, but we'll do that in Create a Sim. Now we're going to pick an aspiration for him. I'm going to ask my phone to pick me a number from 1 to 16.
12.
12. Okay. So... from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Popularity. I think of these, he would probably want to be a neighborhood confidant, more than likely. Yeah, I think I like that for him. He definitely want to be a helpful sim. He did graduate. Good job, Onyx. It is so late. He is older and wiser. He did age up. Wonderful. So guys, now we have 5 of our current 10 children aged up. He's not quite moved out yet with his life, but I think that it would be a really cool thing to probably, if we can get these guys moving, have a wedding tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe that'll be next episode that we have a wedding, y'all. They aren't even officially dating yet. They want to be. They absolutely want to be. So there's like no question in my mind that this is what they want to do. Everybody is leaving, but I don't think that they can hold it in anymore. The game's not really giving me the choices that I want. They're having their first kiss. Look at him. Okay, so Jasper's like, yeah, go, bro. Listen, Onyx has said that he really doesn't want to stay a Fundie. As much as family's concerned, still welcome in the house. Oh my goodness. Ask to be his girlfriend. We can do that. I think that they're going to have a relationship that's much more like dating. I think they're crazy about each other, But I think that these are the terms that Jill's family has agreed to. And I think that Onyx's parents have said, look, you have to have a chaperone. You've got to have somebody with you that we trust. But yes, you can do a kiss. He's still watcher believing. We'll have him add those birthday candles because we're going to use those tomorrow. The twins are aging up tomorrow. I think he's still pretty conservative in his beliefs. He's just not, he just doesn't follow the IBLP. And they've said, hey, while you're under our roof, you got to do our stuff. Do not contradict anything we tell our children. We are reaching another milestone. Y'all, I have to disable hair growth. This is a lot. He's sitting up by himself. Oh no. Yeah, nobody worked with him. I'm so sorry, Limestone. I really am. Okay, there's been a lot that's happened. I'm going to get them going to bed. Onyx does want to talk with his mom, so I'm going to save that. We'll have time to do that tomorrow. Mom is just giving her boy some keys. She's like, you never come over. Maybe you lost the keys. You guys are more than welcome. We need good watcher funding influences on the littles. So Onyx is going to bed. Mama's going to stay up with the baby a little bit. But I will see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, it is not quite 6 a.m. Mama has not been to bed all night. She is very tired, but she knows that she's got to get some breakfast on the table. She was able to nap a little bit, but I think we're going to have to go into the rewards store and bestow upon her the blessing of a second wind. She's not going to be able to get through the day without it for sure. So we're going to drink that. Also, Jasper stayed all night as well. Mom was able to spend some really cute time with her little stinky baby boy who has just used the bathroom with Limestone. He did reach the creep milestone. I don't know how he is so physically advanced right now, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Boys are up. They are grabbing something to eat. Rose Quartz is up, just getting ready for the day. Everybody is gonna chow down. Mom, how we looking? She is inspired. If you could please drink that, that would make me feel so good. I do not understand why we are pausing so hard on this. Perfect. Thank you for finally taking a drink. And we're totally clean. We're totally full. Amazing. Mom's gonna go bathe herself, take a shower before her children wake up. She knows it's just a matter of time. Dad is getting up. He's just gonna go get ready for the day. Onyx, my good sir, you have to use the bathroom in the worst way. Get ready and then we'll get some fruit salad for breakfast. Mom loves that as a nice healthy alternative or a nice healthy breakfast for the fam. His fun is actually really down as well. We are going to be getting a cow also. So we'll see when I can fit the twins' birthday in. We're going to be getting ourselves a cow. You guys actually had such a cute idea for the cow that I'm so excited about. I think I'm going to set some of the kids on some school projects. Let's actually clean that up, Rosie. Ooh, Onyx is in his Tomarani garb. He's going to have to actually change because this is just too much for his parents. He's got an example to still be. The reason that Onyx is probably being, I don't want to say tolerated, but welcomed into the family is that no, he's not in the IBLP, and his parents have raised him that you may do things a little bit differently, but A, you don't question my authority in my house, and B, you respect the rules that we put down. So Onyx is allowed to stay and he's welcomed in the house because he's just going to toe the line. What are you doing, Mama? Why don't we set you on some laundry, dear? She's forgotten that she didn't do the laundry. It's just ready for her. Oh, no. Dad has to take care of these trees. I keep forgetting. Oh, my goodness. Let's appreciate that tree. Let's supersell everything. I am stoked that they are ready. Everybody's getting done what they need to do. Yeah, Onyx can like gardening. I think that actually fits really well with him. I imagine him really just trying to take care of what he views, the watcher has tasked him with. Let's spray everything for bugs. Let's do that. So he's helping Dad out right now. Dad is also going to have to weed everything. We'll just have him tend the garden. Whatever Onyx doesn't get to, he will get to. Oh, look at them talking while they're doing homework. These twins, they're close, absolutely close. Whereas Rose Quartz has been raised to be, gentle, meek, mild, not really argue. I would say that Dan Bright has been, they don't want him to be a dishonest, horrible sim either, but he's raised to be a lot bolder and a lot less apologetic than his sister would be. And I think that they embody that. Danverite has always been much more comfortable acting out, whereas Rose Quartz has just, it's hard to get a read on her personality, and part of that's by design. She is supposed to be meek. She's supposed to sort of fade into the background. Tomorrow is a grill out day. So excited for that. She's raised to be, I don't want to say personality less, but she and all the girls are raised to be a helpmate or a helpmeet. And that's an idea that really anything domestic that needs to be done, she does. She and any female in this faith would do. That if there is child rearing to be done, she does the child rearing. If there are arts and crafts or decorative things to be done, that's her. If laundry needs to be done, that would be the head female in the household and any of the other girls that she is training up beside her or next to her. There is very specific roles that she would have: cooking, baking, really making a house a home. That's her job. Education, of course, the children's education. So she's basically she's an employee of the family is essentially what's happening. And there really doesn't leave much room for personality here. Danny reached mental level 6. I will say, for as naughty as he is, he's a smart sim. That may be why he is able to manipulate other sims. I foresee him being one of those fundies. We have to see how his roles go and this is the day to do them. That's for sure. He and his sister are both aging up today. So we'll see his gender and sexuality roles. We'll also do a will they, won't they stay role. I said I was going to do it for Onyx, but I think I pretty well know he's still a watch right, but not a fundie. Rose Quartz, and Topaz are jokesters. Yeah, let's do it. So as you can see, Danny and Rose Quartz relationship is so high. It's not as high with Topaz. I think he butts heads a little. I think there's something bonding about sharing a womb, and Rose Quartz is kind of struggling to make a relationship with Topaz. I don't think that she has a problem with Topaz. She's just working so much. Like, she's a child and she's already working so much to do this. She reached creativity level 6. You guys, this is exactly what would be happening. She would be raised to be her family's little homemaker. She would be getting an education largely in that, and an education to support those roles and rules. So yeah, math is important to her for the sake of being able to make a grocery list and know what baking measurements are, and how do you double a fourth a cup. That would be the application for her. For these guys, math would be interesting, or math would be necessary, because they would have to know how to build a house, or how to manage business funds. Yay! Oh no, our mail's been delivered. It doesn't look like it's bills, so that's good. They did make a solar system. I thought that was funny. We've had so many castle dioramas. I've sold so many. And we've also had volcanoes. We've steered away from the solar system because we don't like space. Yay! Topaz just became good friends with Rose Quartz. Oh, that's lovely. I love how Onyx is helping to teach his sister. She only knows half the stuff she does because of her siblings. Mom is so overwhelmed with just keeping the house running. All these kids make for so much work, so much laundry, so much cooking, so much cleaning. That it's really hard for her to keep up on everything. She's pretty much only level 3 in movement, Garnet is. She's almost there on imagination. Garnet does love to be read to, and I think that's probably her leading one at this point. So we shall see. I do not foresee her aging up early, unfortunately. Oh, yes! Jasper's calling to chat with Joseph. With James. So he can definitely do that. He keeps getting stuck doing the weeding, and I can't stand this. Oh, Mom is giving Limestone his first stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what should we try? I think a nice oatmeal cereal. It might have been rice cereal that I tried with my son. He is stinky. Oh my goodness. School project finished. Lovely. Mom is going to go feed her stinky kid. We'll probably pop him in the bath, but we do have one more school project to do before we can call it a school day. That may wait, honestly, until tomorrow. It is Topaz's, and Topaz does not have to age up anytime soon. What a stinky kid. What a stinky kid. Okay, I brightened it up a little. Oh my gosh, the wafting is so gross. Can we clean up this baby? Oh no, Limestone disliked the oatmeal cereal. Probably best to try something else next. Okay, fine. Mama's gonna go give that stinky baby a bubble bath. That'll help his fun and his hygiene, so yay us. What are we doing here? Oh, we are still teaching our sister. He's doing a great job, actually. He's gonna get her thinking skill up quite a bit, which I'm thrilled with. While everybody is doing everything, you guys actually voted that you wanted a brown cow, so we're gonna get that done. Dad is still messing with his garden. This is really bugged, I think. Very, very frustrating. But hello, brown cow. We are going to name her. Butters is a cute name, but you guys liked How Now. So How Now the brown cow. I'm so excited. We're going to get some fresh milk, get some more animals up in this place. We've got chickens, we've got cows. We'll do sheep eventually. And we'll take a look. I know, Mama. Look at Garnet. She's just looking at this little, oh, you can't see. She's looking at a little book. Oh, she's so sweet. So cute. Onyx was able to clean the coop. Lovely. We have imagination level 3 for Garnet. Go, go, go. Finally, we have a clean Limestone. Let's see. Can he scoot? He can scoot. Oh my gosh, how cute you are. Oh my goodness. How adorable. None of our kids did this, not even Topaz. Topaz did not even do this. Mama is going to go give her little girl a bath. We're getting everybody ready. Oh my gosh. We collected some eggs. All right, that'll be good for keeping stock of. Let's have Onyx go. Oh my. He's in his hot weather clothes. He's gonna have to change out of these. I still gave him, let him have his Tomarani clothing, but we're gonna have you change and cover those legs because we do not want to cause others to fall, cause others to sin, whole thing. Okay, Dad, you're gonna have to get over this. All right, buddy, you've made zero progress. I do not enjoy the bugging that's happening. Ooh, but Danny is helping. Good for Danny. No way. Did you guys know that they could do this? They can play with blocks. Oh my gosh. You see, this is how not good a watcher I am because none of my kids ever get up to this point. That's crazy. Onyx is getting a call from Jill. Oh, congratulations on my birthday. And Leaf is calling. I did not realize that Leaf was calling. So definitely calling Rose Quartz. Cannot do this. Absolutely cannot do this. Rose Quartz doesn't have a phone, so I don't know how that would have happened, but yeah, we're going to pretend like we ignored that. Guys, they are aging up, our twins. Oh, I missed it. Our twins are aging up. Oh, I can't wait to see how they look. Ooh, Dan Bright aged up first, so he is adventurous. He has the high self-esteem, of course. I don't think he really does. I think that it's a front. Let's randomize his trait. Oh no, guys, he's a kleptomaniac. Oh boy, he is shaping up to be exactly who I thought he was going to be. Let's get him an aspiration. All right, guys, you know how this works. I will ask my phone to pick a number between 1 and 16.
11.
11. Okay, so it's nature. Great. Of these, do I have a leaning for him one way or another? No. I'll ask my phone instead.
1.
We want 1. Okay, so you guys, I wonder with him wanting to be a jungle explorer if maybe his mission trip is to Salvadorada. Ooh, maybe so he could steal things from the I don't know, dude. Danny, you are a dog, sir. All right, Rose Quartz, you have aged up. Also has a bonus trait of high self-esteem. Rosie, my little loner gal, what else? You are materialistic. Fantastic. Okay, so Rosie's going to want to marry well. Good to know. And for her aspiration, pick a number between 1 and 16.
15.
15. Werewolf, huh? That could be really fun, actually. So she's going to want to get herself involved, or at least be curious about werewolves. I really like it, but as we've said before, these guys don't get to pursue their wants until they become adults. So, we'll see. Oh my gosh, these guys are the Josephs always make such good looking kids. Let's pause it here. Well, I think that Rose Quartz is a little bit of a secret rebel, you guys. But let's do Danny first. Danny, my questionable conscience man. First and foremost, I know that no matter what you roll, this cannot be on your face, sir. So we're gonna take that off. Thank you. He is a very handsome sim, just like all of his siblings, all of his brothers. And I would say that Rose Quartz is just as conventionally beautiful as her sisters were and are. But let's get to the fun part. Let's do the roles. So as we learned with Leaf, doing their gender roles first is going to be very important. So let's see. The idea that he would be anything other than cisgendered is about a 1 out of 10 is what I've decided to round it to. We all know what that one number is. I am not going to say it out loud in order to not affect the roll on my phone. So here we go. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
5.
5. Okay, so he is cis. So we are going to keep him masculine physical frame, preferring masculine clothing. He would be able to get others pregnant and doesn't produce milk, and he uses the toilet standing. Now for his sexual orientation. It's a 1 out of 10 roll. Again, we all know what that number is, but I am not going to say it out loud because I don't want to influence what my phone hears and what it may roll. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
9.
9. Okay, so he is straight in that case. So he would be romantically attracted to women. He is not romantically exploring at this point, and he would be interested in mess around with women. And this is just his roles. These aren't about his opinions. This is just who he is, who he was always going to be. So Dan Bright is shaping up to be probably one of those Fundie men. We'll see how the gameplay goes, but kleptomaniac, huh? All right, dude. Now let's do Rose Quartz rolls. She has a brow piercing, which, I love for you, don't get me wrong, but would not be tolerated in your house, no matter what your roles are. So let's take a look at Rose Quartz gender. Show me a number between 1 and 10.
7.
7. Okay, so Rose Quartz is not cisgendered. I totally forgot to do the will they, won't they rolls for staying in or leaving. So we'll do that here after we finish the rest of Rose Quartz rolls. For right now, we're going to keep Rosie's physical frame feminine. We're going to keep their clothing preferences feminine and keep everything as a cis female, but Rose does not feel exactly comfortable with the gender that they were assigned at birth. I'm going to try my best to use they, them pronouns because we don't know how Rosie feels necessarily. I would be incredibly interested to hear you guys' thoughts on Rosie. Now for Rosie's sexual orientation. So if Rosie were to roll that they were straight because they consider themselves male, then that would mean that they would prefer females. If Rosie were to roll that they were homosexual, then they would roll that they actually prefer males, or in Rosie's point of view, other males. So we will see what Rosie rolls. Show me a number between 1 and 10.
9.
9. Okay, so Rosie is rolling that Rosie is straight. So that would mean actually that Rosie is sexually attracted to females. So Rosie is romantically attracted to females, and we are not romantically exploring. We would only be interested in mess around with females. So very layered, has a similar story possibly to Leaf. I don't see how Rosie would be happy or lead a fulfilling marriage and family in the Fundie lifestyle, but let's roll to see if they stay. This is a roll that I'm going to take as a 1 out of 2. It's a 50-50 on the question of whether Rose Quartz is going to stay a Fundie. I think I'll ask my phone to flip a coin. Heads is yes, they will stay. Tails is no, they will leave.
You got heads.
Heads. Okay. So Rose Quartz is unfortunately going to be staying a Fundie. I think definitely it makes sense. Look at the treatment that Leaf has gotten. Leaf is no longer allowed to speak with their family. Certainly not allowed to speak to Rose Quartz. I am so sad for Rose Quartz. We'll have to do really what Rose Quartz would have to do, the best they can, on the question of whether Danny stays a Fundie or leaves.
You got tails.
Danny leaves. Oh, that is so not fair. Okay. I can see with these traits, Danny probably getting kicked out. I can't imagine that with a role like this, he would choose to leave a situation where he would just automatically be assumed to have control, but he may get pushed out. We don't know. So let's do some makeovers. Now, danburite is a kind of a clear white stone. Let's filter a bit by color. I think we'll do some white. We might do some gray. I think I kind of like this for his top. Bottoms are going to be jeans, of course. I think probably some little gray boots would be perfect for him. I don't think I like the white as much. We'll stick with gray. And we can give him a white hat. My gosh, he looks probably of all the kids the most like James did as a young man. I will say that. All right, so here's his nice everyday outfit. I think I'll do the rest off of camera and I'll be back. All right, guys, here is our danburite. So here's his everyday. Then we have his formal wear. He's our white cowboy. We have his athletic. I like this because it covers everything. Also, he lives in Chestnut Ridge, so maybe he's into horses. His sleepwear, just the normal Fundie sleepwear for men. This is his party wear. Again, our white cowboy. Swimwear, normal for the boys. Then we have our hot weather wear. He gets to roll his sleeves up. Look at that. And then our cold weather wear. He does have a gray jacket here, but tried to include some white detailing to get with his stone. I do think it is, maybe funny isn't the right word, ironic. I think it's ironic that probably our sweetest male sim, his color was all black, and our so far most nefarious sim, who has a color assigned to him that is mostly whites. So that's, can't judge a book by the cover, I guess. But I think that Danny will depend on his cover in order to get him as far as he wants to go. I really don't know his story. It would make sense to me that he would stay. We may re-roll for him when he becomes an adult. We'll have to see. You guys tell me how you feel about that. Now, Rosie. Poor Rose. I will say I do like Rose's personality. A werewolf initiate is what they want to be. A loner, so like kind of this lone wolf. Materialistic is it's interesting. That's an interesting trait. Rose is not going to be able to do anything with this werewolf initiate goal of theirs. I can't see why we would go to Moonwood Mill or why Rose would need to go to Moonwood Mill to do anything with that. But I don't know. Like, Rose's life is going to be very hard, and I want to do something for Rose. Maybe Rose can marry well if they have to marry. You guys will have to tell me how you guys see Rose's life going. I do think that Rose's role about whether they would or wouldn't stay does in a way makes sense. Let's do long hair because the rule is that girls have to have long hair. Female presenting Sims have to have long hair. I do feel really terrible for Rose, as much as I think it could make sense and I knew it was going to have to happen eventually. I always like to think of my Sims as being in a place that's good for them. I don't think that that's going to happen for Rose. This would bring up questions for me about anything that a real life person in this situation would have to deal with and consider. I would be worried about how safe they would be, to say the least. Okay, there's way more there, but to say the least. And how they would view themselves and how that would translate. It stinks a lot. I don't foresee a whole lot of familial happiness or at least romantic happiness for Rose Quartz, but perhaps there is something in Rose Quartz that will find happiness in their children, or would find happiness in the home that they could make, even if they're not satisfied with their partner. Maybe they just feel like that's a normal thing. This could be an option for Rose. Rose's color is pink. I almost want to give Rose something a little edgier because they want to be a werewolf initiate, but they can't do anything with that. I feel like Rose is going to be kind of defined by refocusing their life. We're in hot weather wear. What am I thinking? I feel like Rose is going to be defined by redefining constantly for themselves and editing themselves. And that really stinks because Rose is great just being Rose. So you guys will have to tell me maybe what you were thinking for Rose, because I am determined to give each of my Sims some level of happiness in their lives, something that they can hold on to and say at the end of it, it was all worth it. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of at a loss right now. That doesn't mean it isn't there. There are definitely real people that would be in Rose's situation who do find a measure of happiness, but I struggle with modeling that as the ideal, or in always. I mean, I don't want to always refer to Rose as like, oh, we feel sorry for Rose, because I think that sort of invalidates not their lives. Rose is a Sim, but the lives of real people that this Sim represents. Their lives aren't worthless. People born into the IBLP who are born not cisgendered, who are born not straight, who choose to stay, if you can call it a choice, or who are influenced to stay, their lives are valid and they matter, and they aren't just marked by this sadness. We don't just write them off as a sad story. How do we honor their lives through these Sims, I guess, is my biggest question and my biggest goal. Tell a complete story. The sad parts obviously can't be avoided and shouldn't be, but I don't think that it would be very justifying or respectful to only paint these Sims in the sad light if they stay. I do think it is ironic, however, that Rose is a much more masculine Sim than they are feminine, and their color is pink because Rose Quartz is a pink stone. So maybe we can have some lightness and levity around that. I think the Fundie skirt is going to win out in this one, guys. I can't lie. Oh, what if we went full pink? What if we did that? I think maybe some cottage core is where we're taking this, you guys. This is probably femininity to the max. I think that Rosie's parents would dress them as femininely as possible, and I think they are probably going to be doing that with all of the females, whereas before there was kind of nods here and there to maybe the girls' individual preferences. I think that having a child like Leaf really scared them to make them think that it was their fault. It was something that they did in the way that they raised Leaf. So I think gender roles are going to be even more important in the life of their future children. Now, Rose Quartz is materialistic, so I was going to say this might be a little too fancy for every day, but no, I don't think so. I think that Rose Quartz can have a string of pearls, and that it would make their mom just so happy that one of her daughters was into so much femininity and pink, and like this is how she should have raised the other girls, and she feels guilty that she didn't push this enough, and she's just funneling it all into Rose. I think it's also telling that it's not going to work. Like it doesn't matter. Oh no, we're going with this hair. Small, modest earrings. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that it doesn't work. I think it does in as far as getting compliance and being very overt about what is expected of their children. Like, these are the standards and you need to fulfill them. I think that is going to work largely. Let's pop some makeup on. So the actions are going to be very effeminate from Rose, and the clothing that they wear is going to be very effeminate from Rose, but it's not going to affect what's going on the inside. Rose is still transgender. Rose is still attracted to females. And it really doesn't matter what clothes you wear. It really doesn't matter what you like to do for fun. It really doesn't matter about really anything. Sexuality, gender identity is totally separate from interests and aesthetics. So as far as achieving the aesthetic of a feminine woman, I think that Beth and James's efforts are going to be viewed as very successful. As far as achieving an internal identity, well, nothing anyone does can affect any of those outcomes. So we are very pink. We're very pink. Guys, I'm going to do the rest of Rose's outfits off of camera. I will be back ASAP. Okay, guys, here is our rose quartz. Again, we've seen this everyday outfit. Nice, feminine, flowery, pink. Just the picture of femininity. We have Rose's formal wear, again, flowers everywhere. I did not give Rose a wedding dress because they don't get married until they are young adults anyway. It is expected that Rose would be attending probably some weddings, so we shall see. Athletic wear, again, pink like rose quartz. This is Rose's sleepwear. Rose has a little bit nicer things than the rest of their family. I think that their parents are kind of figuring it out financially at this point. And if Rose wants nice things, feminine things, I think that they are going to try their best to give that to them. So Rose has some silk sleepwear, good for them. Here is their party wear. We've got, again, some pearls. That's in most of their outfits. Some nice pink, of course. Swimwear is a full body outfit. I gotta be honest, I was just lazy, didn't want to filter. Hot weather wear, again, whites, pinks, lots of pearls. Jewelry is a very big deal, I think, to this sim. And our cold weather wear. Again, very feminine, very pink. Their idea of what rose quartz should be. I was actually thinking about it as I was dressing this sim. A, you would never think that they would want to be a werewolf. B, maybe Rose is materialistic because, and that's how they sort of deal with their gender identity and sexual preference frustrations, because there is no way that the sim is going to be able to live any of that out. So maybe the things that they own and the quality that they are kind of comforts them. It's something that Rose can control, you know? Alrighty, guys, let's pop these sims back into game. Oh my goodness, you guys, I just looked at the calendar and we actually have another sim that has to age up. I did not even realize, but Garnet has to age up. This is so much. I don't want any more time to pass. What I will probably do, since we have these kind of out right now, is just pause it here. Guys, this has been an episode. I will tell you what, we have Onyx, who is officially dating and courting. Let's be honest, this is going to be his wife. Jill and he are going to get married next episode. We do have mom and dad who have received their son back from his mission trip, a changed sim. They are excited that he is still a watcher. a watcher right, but he's not a watcher Fundie, and so long as he minds his P's and Q's, he can stay in the good graces of the family. We'll see how that goes. We have Danny, who is, he looks so evil right now, who is shaping up to be one of those Fundies. He is slotted right now to leave, but we'll see how you guys feel about that. If you guys are all for it, then there is definitely a storyline that we can pursue that would make sense for him. Rose Quartz is a sim that I wish would leave, but is not going to. I will say, relative to her life, it's probably not the best that she rolled what she did, but from just a sim perspective, just who she is, I'm really happy to have found out what all of these guys are as far as their gender identities, sexual preferences. We get to know a little bit more about them, a little bit deeper into their personalities. Guys, next episode, Garnet is aging up and we are having a wedding. So this next Saturday, we are going to be streaming kind of the prep for that, which I am excited about. We're going to be getting Jill a beautiful wedding dress. I can't wait to see you. So this will be Saturday, I think the 13th. Don't hold me to that if it's wrong. I will edit it differently. But guys, thank you so much for watching, for commenting, for liking, for sticking with me through this whole thing. I can't wait to see what these Sims have in store for us next. I will see you next time I stream or post. Watch or bless, and as always, happy simming.